Hey all, Dennis here. Just a few comments on this week in politics. Let's see here. Tuesday we had the debates. Uh, Nothing new there. You know, the Trump people say that they won. The Hillary people say they won. So it's pretty much what you expect. I thought Trump's getting better at these debates. You know, maybe 10 years from now he'll be pretty good at it. But he's not a politician. He's a businessman. He's the type of person who runs a board meeting, not a debate. So you get what you get from him, and that's going to be about it. Um, the the commentator, the moderator of the debate, Chris Wallace, head and shoulders above the moderators from the other debates. Excuse me, I'm about to have a Hillary Clinton coughing attack. And what's up with those Hillary Clinton coughing attacks? How come they don't happen anymore? They've been doing a pretty good job of keeping her together this last month. But of course, I don't think she does too many public appearances. So that's the big difference there. You know, one thing good about her being the president, if that's the case, she'll be the president that probably travels the least amount of any president in history, because I don't think she's well enough to travel extensively. That'll be kind of a funny thing to see after Obama, who has set an all-time record for travel by a president. He will leave office with a carbon footprint larger than all presidents combined before him. So you environmental wackos, chew on that one. What else we got? A couple silly notes I've noticed is what is it with the Democrats and their distaste for the American flag? I mean, we've had 4 debates, including the vice president, and not once did the Democrat wear a American flag pin. The Republican always wears the American flag pin. Go back to the conventions. I mean, it was nothing but American flags for the Republican convention, but you look at the Democrat convention, and there was not a American flag anywhere to be found. I mean, if you wanted to find an American flag, you had to go outside where they were burning them. Um, I don't get it. You know, if you want to be president of the United States, the American flag is the symbol of this country. And I would think if you want to be president of the United States, you would embrace the flag of the country you want to be president of, not disgrace it. But that seems to be where the Democrats are. You know, they're part of this new world order, so they want to see the American flag go bye-bye. And they'll replace it with some kind of new flag. I'm sure that's in their works. What else is going on? WikiLeaks. They've been putting out a bunch of stuff, and it looks like our government has done something to try to shut this Julian Assange up. There goes free speech. I mean, if they can shut WikiLeaks up, they can shut down any form of journalism, any form of free speech. So not a good thing. We're just seeing our freedom of speech is just. I mean, you think the Second Amendment, our gun rights are going to go bye-bye. Well, it might be the gun rights will go bye-bye, then freedom of speech will be next. I mean, it's getting bad out here. Some other interesting things is that there's now some video evidence floating out there that the Democrats, of course we all knew this, but there's now evidence to it, that the Democrats, led by the Hillary camp, planted people at Trump rallies to incite violence. I mean, nothing new. We all knew this was happening, but there's finally some video evidence where they had some hidden camera reporting done that caught these Clinton operatives admitting to what they were doing and bragging about how they were doing it. But of course, this is an alternative news source that's doing this investigation, because you would never see CNN or 60 Minutes or the Washington Post out there actually doing investigative reporting and getting down to the truth. That's just not going to happen. So we have to rely on these alternative news sources to find out what's really going on. It kind of reminds me of the Men in Black movie. If you remember, early in the first Men in Black movie, early in the movie when who was it? Who was it? Agent J or Agent K? I guess it was Agent K. He's the older guy. Tommy Lee Jones, Agent K. Wanted to know what was going on because they suspected that there was something happening. And so they head towards the newsstand, and instead of looking at a regular newspaper like the Washington Post or New York Times, he started grabbing all the tabloid newspapers, all the supermarket tabloids, National Enquirer and all them. And he told Agent J, Will Smith, that was the source of the best investigated reporting on the planet, was the tabloids. And that's very much what we have today, is the best investigated reporting is done by the alt media. They call it the alt-right. I just call it the alternative media. That's where your investigative reporting is done today, because it's not being done by the mainstream media, or what I call is the corporate media, because they're all owned by corporations. They all have agendas, and the agenda is not reporting the truth to us. So anyway, that's a pretty good list of stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this down a little bit so it's not so long. And I will catch you guys later. Have a great weekend.